Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. This is a follow-up video on the Nexus incentivized testnet and how to set up a node to mine points faster compared to the traditional method involving a browser node. We'll cover all the possibilities here, both the browser node setup and the node setup. And now this is a follow-up video. I did a previous video on getting your node through Mintair, one-click solution, but till now it hasn't worked. I'll be discussing why that is and a resolution in the course of this video. So let's get started. First, there are two set of participants in this case. Those that participated in testnet 1, I will touch on that, and attempting to participate in testnet 2. And those that are just starting afresh. Okay, so now with the one-click solution, you can have this running on your browser, on multiple devices and all that, but the mining rate is extremely slow depending on your device. For some, even on a phone, it mines faster than on a PC, perhaps because they have it online constantly compared to a PC that goes offline. Okay, so if you click on one-click connect, okay, you can simply toggle this on and it will start mining. Okay, okay, so let's assume I toggle this on. It will start mining already. So it says to earn next, you need to sign up first. Now, while it's mining, you can then sign up so that you associate your account with this browser. Let's put it like that. So if I click on sign up now, you can choose to sign up with an email or a wallet. Now, if you are using an email, a smart wallet will be created for you automatically, which you can export. So you will have the private key and all that. It's powered by Dynamic. Now, if you want to connect with a wallet directly, you can connect with MetaMask. Now, the issue with an email is that if you were to set up multiple, run this on multiple browsers, you will need an email for each, to associate the browser with the node with that particular email. So when you are claiming your eventual airdrop, you are able to claim it basically. So using an email may be a more complicated experience where you want to run many nodes. Let's put it like that. So using a wallet may be just easier. You have your MetaMask, you have different wallets on it. So that may be an option for some. Now, for those who participated in phase 1, where there was no wallet connection, you needed to use an email, you may want to mine phase 2 on the same identity. So in such a case, if you want to, let's say, track your points from phase 1, so you can log in with the same email. So let me just go about doing that so that you will see what I'm saying. You will also be able to check your points from phase 1. So for those who got a node from Mintair in phase 1 and they didn't know if they earned points at all and all that, you'll be able to check that out if you connect with the same email. Okay, so let's quickly do that, then continue. Not to worry, you'll get the gist altogether. You may not understand it now, especially if you didn't participate in phase 1. Just a moment, let me log in. 595121. Okay, so you see that when you log in with an email, let's assume that you are you're starting afresh with phase 2 and you log in with an email, and a wallet will automatically be instituted for you. And this wallet, if you go to settings, you can find the private key and all that. Okay. So for those who participated in phase 1, even if you didn't connect a wallet in phase 1, there was no option to connect a wallet, but you connected your email, there was a wallet attached to your email, which will be reinstituted again when you log in into this testnet 2 portal. Now, if you want to check your earnings from phase 1, and you click on earnings and you click on view previous points, for those who, I did a video about that, who ran a node with Mintair, during that time you will see that your points are here. Okay. Now, assuming you don't want to use Mintair in phase 2 and you want to use your browser, and let's say you are coming from phase 1, once you are connected like this, you can turn this on and it will start mining. Okay. Now, some people say that on a phone it's 30 cycles per second, so it's faster on a phone. Okay. Now, that is established. But what if you want to run a node through Mintair? The first thing you want to do is to get your node booked. So the code will be in the invite, will be in the description to get your node. It will give you a 5% discount. Now, the node is, to get the node, you have to be fast. The slots are depleting. So you simply click on deploy, and you can pay with credits or with crypto. Now, if you don't have credits, you will have the option of paying with crypto. You click on it, it will take you to a third-party portal, giving you a wallet address to deposit funds on. You can deposit funds even from a centralized exchange. It also provides you different chain options. Now, with the code, like I mentioned, you'll see that there is a discount of 5% here. You have to click on it to incorporate the discount, okay? Now, when you get the node, now besides that, you can pay with credits. Credits is if you have already funded your account with some funds. So if I click on load funds, minimum of $11, and click on buy credits, it will take me to a third-party portal, and again, same process. I will then have my funds available here, and then I'll be able to spend credits in buying the node. It just costs $4.99 with a 5% discount. This event is going to run until the 21st. Okay, now once you have got your node, it's not set just yet. You have to add your node to your identity. Okay, so now if I click on active nodes, this is how you will find it. Complete a form. This form needs a node ID, to associate your node with your identity. Now, this node ID is difficult to get at the moment because Nexus said that they are still working on shipping the CLI option. We will check that out on their tweet. But assuming its CLI is already working, you'll be able to get your node and complete this setup. All you need to do is insert the node, deploy node, and it will start running. But where do we get this node? If we come back here and you click on nodes and you click on, now you may want to wait for this to load, maybe something to populate here, because if you click on add node and you click on add CLI node, you'll see here it shows default. This is not the node ID, so we have to wait until there is a node ID shown here. Then you copy this node ID and take it to Mintair to complete this setup. Once you have submitted it here and confirmed, then your node will start running. But there is a delay with this. So the recommendation from Mintair is to keep checking until your node ID becomes available, but don't submit this to Mintair. Now, if we go to Twitter and go to, okay, and we go to wow, there is a certain user on Twitter that is handling the technical aspects of Okay, I think is this user here. So on this account is where you get notice of what's happening. So you see this was 1 hour ago, and here is saying that CLI node fix ETA is 8 hours. Use the node app in the meantime. So for me, I'm just going to wait for the CLI because the node app, the Nexus, the app is not very fast. So I'm going to wait for the CLI. But in the interim, what is being recommended now, what is being said here is that your node ID will then be ready. You know, when the CLI is ready, then your node ID will be ready. You see here, 3 hours ago, points are computing, node ID fix coming in a few hours. So it's not ready yet. Now, that's the 8 hours is just ETA. It may be before then. So all you need to do is keep checking for the node ID, associate the node ID with your Mintair, Mintair, and that's about it. Your node will start running. Now, if you want to improve your earning overall, you know, you can also run the browser node in conjunction with Mintair. They have different categories. So if we come back here, you can add multiple nodes, by the way, to one account. I believe so. So if you click, no, no, no. No, you can add a CLI node and a browser, a regular node. Just a moment, just a moment. Okay, so just a moment, please. Okay, so now while you are waiting for your CLI node ID, you can just be running the browser version. You can be running this. What will happen is if you go to earnings, you will start earning. You know, one is for the browser node, I mean, accumulation of your browser node earnings and then your CLI earnings as shown here. So if you go to previous, you will see that the web version is categorized different from the CLI version. You will also see that I didn't run the web version at all because the mining rate is extremely low. Like I said, based on some notice, it said that the browser, the phone fares better. So worst case, if you cannot set up your Mintair node, set it up on a browser, and it's likely to be faster. Now for newbies, you will experience the same issue if you're running a CLI node. You'll have to wait for the CLI to be fully shipped by Mintair to get your node ID. Okay, now if you're a newbie, Duduke, please stop making noise. Now, if you're a newbie, let's attempt to log out here. Okay, so if you're a newbie, you can just use the option of signing in with a wallet. You know, assuming you want to run many nodes. So let's say you got 5 Mintair nodes, you should associate one. You should sign up with different wallets. Now, according to Nexus, it's possible to run as many nodes as you desire. Okay, now if you are using a PC, you can use different browsers. They each have their own identity. So it's not IP based, it's browser based, meaning that let's say node ID is available. If you run Nexus, this dashboard on Edge, for example, and you go and run it again on Chrome, the IDs will be different. So you can use multiple browsers to have multiple web nodes running. Okay, now I think we've covered everything. For Mintair, it's just as simple as getting your node ID, confirm, and it will start running. So the status of it will be like this. Now, I did a video about hyperspace. It's another one of interest. You may want to get that as well. It's similar to It's a node-based. It's a node-based peer-to-peer run AI. I've done a video about that, and check that video out if you want to run a hyperspace node. Now that we are here, a very similar project and partnered with Mint, with Nexus, which you can contribute in a web-based node to, is Layer Edge, another huge project in terms of an airdrop. So do well to check this out. This one doesn't require any expenditure. You can run it directly on your browser and start earning a lot of edge. So you basically earned the token already. But soon they are going to release a CLI as well, enabling you mine faster. I will cover that. In a few days, they will be releasing a CLI. This is another interesting project. Check it out and make sure you claim your daily rewards as well. And that's it. I've also done a video about this. Very easy to mine. These are huge projects, by the way. These 3 that have been featured. And that's how I'll be concluding the video. But before you go, do well to subscribe to Airdrop reminders on Airdrop C. .com by submitting your email here, because I'm going to be reforming this portal to have it feature 100 solid airdrops. Each will have its own publication tutorial that I'll be iterating over time. I'll be removing obsolete airdrops from here. It's a bit disorganized, but you'll still find a few solid airdrops here, but it's going to be reformed. When the 100 airdrops are ready, I'll be sending out an email to subscribers with all the airdrops. Also, to contact me, use this contact form, and you can also follow this X account. Very important, because I'll be working hard on it with things when it comes to things related to airdrops. And if you want to chat with me, use this Telegram account, here. That's about it for this video. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome. Take action.